The Big Fight, sponsored by 666bet.com.
TV in association with MGM Marbella and 666bet. I'm at the press conference today for Billy Joe Saunders versus Eubank Jnr. With me, I've got Mark Tibbs. What's happening, Mark?
Lovely, James, thank you. Just come to the press conference today, the head-to-head. And it's the first time young Chris turned up, so yeah, nice.
Finally, good to get a look at young Chris today, for Billy Joe and yourself on the team and that?
Yeah, I've always, you know, because we always had a look on the TV and whatnot anyway, so yeah.
Do you think it's been a little bit unprofessional by Eubank Jnr not turning up to the press conferences so far, Mark, where Billy's come across from Spain, interrupted his training camp, etc.?
To tell the truth, we ain't, well, me personally, haven't focused on, ain't had time to focus on anyone else but our own camp and what's going on. I thought Billy Joe and my dad, very professional, as in breaking camp and flying back and getting on with things that were contractual, and as in a press conference. And Billy Joe's a man of his word, and he lived up to it.
First time Billy Joe's travelled away for a training camp and completely shut himself off in isolation. Yeah. Do you think it's been beneficial for him for the build-up of this fight, Mark? Yeah,
I mean, certain fighters, it's good for them to go away. You know, everyone's different. Every athlete, things work for some people, not anyone else. But we knew about 3 fights ago that taking Billy Joe away to a training camp, he would benefit from it, and he really has.
Do you think Eubank Jr.'s got the power to trouble Billy Joe Saunders? He said today, Eubank, he wants Billy Joe to stand and trade with him. Do you think he's got the power to trouble Billy Joe?
Listen, Eubank, he's a big puncher. If you give him the right distance, of course it'll trouble you. But will Billy give him the distance, or will he trade with him? Well, we'll see on the 29th.
Looking at the opposition Billy's fought to Eubank Jr.'s fought is a much higher calibre in opposition in terms of Billy Joe's fought. A lot of unbeaten fighters. Do you think that stands him in good stead in handling the occasion and the magnitude of the fight?
Of course it does. Of course it does. I mean, that's where experience comes from, you know, and he's been through them situations. And young Chris hasn't been in them situations with them important, experienced men, done them rounds, and doesn't mean, you know, you can get your one-offs, but young Chris is going to feel in deep water. But you know, he's a good athlete, he's a professional athlete, and we're not underestimating him.
How confident are you in the camp that Billy Joe Saunders does a job on Eubank Jr. come Saturday the 29th?
Billy Joe Saunders will be victorious, 100%.
All right, listen, thanks for giving me a bit of time today, Mark.
Thank you, James.
Thank you very much, mate, and I'll catch you again real soon.
Good man.
Thank you, mate.
Sponsored by 666bet.com.